Welcome to the Zix TV. I am the Zix, and we're going to look at some Star Wars Micro Machines from 2015 and 2016. I keep the ones that I've opened in this little bin here and in these tins here. But first, we're going to have a look at my collection of unopened ones. We're going to do it differently this time. And I'm also going to show you my new display, a note to Hasbro. So let's get to it. Here we go. And there is my new display. We got our let's move over here so that we can see it. We got our big Disney Store talking action figures, Micro Machines, and I'm going to show these up close. This is my collection that is unopened for display. We got the Force Awakens set, we got the original trilogy sets, we got a prequel set there. And some Rogue One packs there. Let's pull back. And then we got the Hot Wheels starships. I put all these on display. So we got our Rogue One Hot Wheels starships and some Last Jedi Hot Wheels starships in the back. I'll rotate them out over time. For the moment, we got the Rogue One Hot Wheels. And there's Captain Phasma and Kylo Ren. And up here we got our Disney Store action figures. And these older ones, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn. So we got all these guys and our Rogue One collection. Let's step back, and I moved my Revell Snap Tight Build and Plays over here. Here's a look at those. Let's step across the room and have a look at this. There's my new display, as promised in the open letter to Hasbro that I did. Took all that Black Series stuff down, and I am displaying these because I like them. Alright, here we go. Micro Machines. Look at that artwork. I gotta pull it back a bit. Look at that artwork. That is great. I really appreciate the effort that went into these. This is the Force Awakens Galactic Showdown. Comes with 2 micro figures. We get these TIE Fighters, X-Wings, and the First Order Snowspeeder that didn't show up in the movie. But that's cool. This is a really nice, and they got the big Star Destroyer that opens up, and the Millennium Falcon play set. But these are really nice. And I got another one of those. Sometimes the X-Wings laser cannons are kind of bent. Whoop. Look at that on Poe's X-Wing there. It's bent. And I'll talk about that later. They're flexible and you have to train it. And then we got the classic Star Wars trench run. Look at that artwork. That is great. We got some X-Wings, we got a Y-Wing, we got Darth Vader, and a TIE Fighter. And 2 little figures. I got 2 of these. And then we got the Fall of the Empire from Return of the Jedi. There's that artwork. That has the Millennium Falcon without its radar dish because it got knocked off during the run through the corridors of the Death Star. We got a TIE Interceptor, an X-Wing, a B-Wing, Star Destroyer, and Darth Vader and Luke. I got a couple of those. What else we got here? We got the Droid Army Ambush from Revenge of the Sith. Check out that artwork. They did a great job on these. These are from 2015 when Force Awakens was first coming out. We got General Grievance there and Obi-Wan Kenobi facing off with him with all those lightsabers. And a V-Wing, a Jedi Starfighter, Arc 170, Droid, Vulture Droid, Droid Starfighter, and that would probably be Grievance's ship from the big battle. A couple of those. And we got this. We've already seen this. This is the Trench Run and Fall of the Empire. So I have extras of those. Okay, got a couple extras. Then we got our Rogue One. Already did videos opening these up and showing the little stuff up close. We got all of our Rogue One stuff. We got another one. Assault on Scarif. Oh, and look at that artwork. They did a great job on that. See, and they didn't bring these back for The Last Jedi. I was so disappointed. So anyway, here's another Rogue One. Fight the Imperial Might. U-Wing, AT-ACT Cargo Walker. It's got an AT-ST. It's got that tank buried down in there. Got another one of those. So we got quite a collection here of unopened ones. And then we got the Gold series, which includes a gold vehicle. Battle for Jakku. There's some nice artwork there. We got a beaten up Imperial Star Destroyer, a TIE Fighter, X-Wing, and a gold Millennium Falcon, and two figures. That would be Kylo Ren and Finn as FN2187. We got another one of those, and then Space Pursuit with the Resistance Transporter, First Order Transporter. We got the Millennium Falcon, a gold Resistance Transporter. I don't really have a use for the gold ones. I don't understand the appeal of that, but whatever, I'll just set them aside. And then the First Order Transporter and the Quad Jumper. We got Han Solo and a Stormtrooper, and Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle. And there is the artwork on that one. These are great. I love these. So that's my collection of the big packs. Oop. What have we got here? Mandalorian Melee. This is from Star Wars Rebels, and I don't know anything about that. I'm not into that. So it does have a TIE Bomber, it looks like, and a Mandalorian ship. but I'm not into that, and this is also from Rebels. Rebellion Rising. It's got the Ghost. I like this walker. And a troop transporter. That looks pretty cool. So I do have those, and then I have a whole bunch of 3-packs. So we got Space Escape with the Millennium Falcon, the classic Millennium Falcon, and the Super Star Destroyer and the TIE Bomber. It has some nice artwork. Got another one of these. What else do we have? This one has a dollar store sticker on it, but it's got the same artwork as the other one. Imperial Pursuit. It's got a TIE Fighter, a Star Destroyer, and the Rebel Blockade Runner. Here's another one with a dollar store sticker on it. Pick those up at the dollar store. What else do I have? Here's one. Clone Army Raid. Comes with a gunship, Jango Fett, and Obi-Wan Kenobi's Starfighter there. Do I have another one that doesn't have the sticker cover, you know, because that's some nice artwork there. We got the Clone Fighter Strike. It's got Anakin Starfighter with the yellow on the artwork, and then we get Obi-Wan Starfighter, it looks like, with the red. Sorry about that. In the packaging. And we get an ARC 170. And my favorite, the Tri-Fighter. What else? What else do we have here? Let's check this stuff out here. X-Wing Dogfight. We got a TIE Fighter and 2 X-Wings. Looks like both of them have their... We got Poe's X-Wing and a Resistance X-Wing. That's got the same artwork. They went lazy on the artwork for some of these. What else do I have here? We got the Gold Series Starfighter Assault with Poe Dameron's X-Wing, Resistance X-Wing. Looks like Poe's wings are open. The Resistance X-Wing wings are closed, and we get a gold TIE Fighter. And Resistance Base. That's some nice artwork there. We get a gold Resistance X-Wing, a transporter, and a Resistance speeder. What else have we got here? More of the Gold Series. Empire Defeat. A gold Imperial Shuttle. And we've seen these in other packs. The B-Wing and the TIE Interceptor. It's got some nice artwork there. Got another one of those. And we got Battle for Nabu with Darth Maul's Sith Infiltrator. Unfortunately, it's in gold here. The Nabu fighter. And that's supposed to be like a beige color. The Droid Starfighter. That's the same Droid Starfighter. Vulture Droid. From the Revenge of the Sith pack. So they went kind of lazy there. Oh well. What else? What else do I have here? More of these. Clone Fighter Strike. Packaging is kind of messed up on this one. Oop. grab some more. Clone Clash. That is nice. We get the Hailfire Droid, the ATTE, and a gold gunship. What else? What else do I have? I got all these. All this is from Rogue One, Rebel Pursuit, another one of these, the First Order Attacks. That's from Force Awakens. Another one from the Force Awakens with the Millennium Falcon. Another one of those. Another one of these. Another one of these. And another one of those. Maybe this was in my pile to give away to charity. Maybe I'll do that sometime. And that is my collection of unopened ones. In a moment we'll have a look at the opened Star Wars Micro Machines from 2015, Force Awakens original trilogy, and other stuff. Let's have a look at the opened ones. Keep them in this little bin here. So let's check these out. And some of these are from, I got the dewback with Stormtrooper from the blind bags. Series 1 blind bags. And I got a small army of those. And the Sith Infiltrator. Darth Maul's Sith Infiltrator. So some of these are from blind bags, in addition to the sets that I just showed you. So I'm gonna get these out, and we'll have a close look at each one. Here is a classic X-Wing, and those are the blaster cannons. I trained these. It's flexible. So how you train these is pretty simple. If it's bent inward or outward the wrong way, you say it's bent like this. You bend it in like this, and then I hold it for like 60 seconds, and then let go, and then it starts to bend back, and it'll bend back to its original shape. If you do that often enough, you could hold it for longer, but I did it 30 to 60 seconds at a time. Just bend it in like that, hold it, and then set it aside. Come back to it later, see the progress on training it to be lined up properly. That's how I fix these. And this one down here is kind of bent a little bit, so I would bend it outward a bit too much, and then we'll see how it'll go back. But if you do that often enough, you can train these to be pretty good, acceptable. There's that. Where's my other X-Wing? Here's another one. It's bent a bit. I have an X-Wing with its wings closed. It's amazing how much detail they get on these tiny things. Here's the ATTE. Very nice. Here's the other one. This one. It comes like this, so you kind of have to bend it outward and train it. That's the Hailfire droid. Look at that. What else do we have here? The ARC 170. I had to train these. These tend to get bent out of alignment. I have a few of these ARC 170s. And I got my small army of Sith infiltrators that I got from the blind bags. They had these little blind bags that you open up and you don't know which one you're going to get. I got a bunch of those. I got a bunch of Sith infiltrators, and I was just hoping to get one Sith infiltrator, but I got a bunch of them. How about that? Where's the other one? That's a nice ship. That's really nice. And then we got our small army of dewbacks with stormtroopers. Let's look at one of them. Got a small army of these guys. We got a couple Y-wings. They don't color in, they don't paint much on the bottom of these. Couple Y-wings. The B-wing. I like the coloring on this with this light blue. That's nice. We got the Separatist ship from Episode 3. Got a couple of these. Jedi Starfighter. And there's no paint on the bottom. Yeah. Got a couple of these. Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter from Episode 2, and there's no paint on the bottom. Just molded detail. Where's Jango Fett? Here he is. Jango Fett. And you can open. No, you just move them like that. My favorite, the Trifighter. It's got these missiles underneath. That's really nice. Nice job on that. It's even got a paint job on the bottom there. That's cool. The Droid Starfighter. Vulture Droid. These are really nice. And the V-Wing. The wings can't close up, but that's okay. It's pretty cool. It's got a serial number or something on it. And then we got the Millennium Falcon, the classic Millennium Falcon. Could have a better paint application on the cockpit there. Otherwise, pretty cool. And the one with no radar dish from that one set. The Star Destroyer. A lot of fine detail on that. Look at that. And underneath as well, with all these engines. The detail is so fine. Wow. That is cool. We got the Rebel blockade runner. Rebel ship. Is it, let's see, is this? Yeah, that's the top. That's where you plug it into a little base. They don't give us stands, you know, a little base to put it on. Like Galoob did during the old days. We had 2 Star Destroyers. Kind of bent on the side, but the classic ones tended to be bent too. Maybe I'll do a video showing classic Star Wars Galoob micro machines from the 90s. Another Star Destroyer. How's this one? Not much better. How's this side? Yeah. You can't really train it because it's really tough. It's not flexible. We got our TIE Interceptor. TIE Bomber. The detail on such a small thing is just amazing. It's really nice. And this would be Darth Vader. That's the bottom. This is the top. And these would be regular TIE fighters. Yeah, that's where you plug it into a base. They went cheap and didn't give us a base to plug them into, a display stand. TIE fighter. And another TIE fighter. Harkening back to when TIE fighters were blue. That's cool. That's my original trilogy and prequels collection. In a moment, I'll show you my Force Awakens collection. Here's my Force Awakens collection in this tin here. I got these cheap on Amazon. It's a Stormtrooper tin. It came with crayons on it. Set the crayons aside. Give those to charity. And I got a place to put all my TIE fighters and stuff. So in a moment we'll have a look at all these. Here is Poe's X-Wing. I really like what they did with the wings on this and how they're different from the original X-Wings. That's really nice. There's Poe's X-Wing. And looks like it needs a bit more training. How's this side? I was working on training these, and then I started doing something else, and I fell out of the habit of working on them. I'll have to set it aside and work on them. We got another Poe's X-Wing here. This one has different engine detail. A lot of silver painted on it. We got a Resistance X-Wing. Yeah, that needs some work. Also need to train it to be out further. Train it to, I don't know, like that maybe? This side's in too far. Here's a Resistance X-Wing. That looks to be pretty good with the way the blaster cannons are situated. We'll set him aside. Here's another Resistance X-Wing. It's Kylo Ren's command shuttle. The wings don't move. It's stuck in landing position. The Resistance transporter. That's a cool ship. I got this from a blind bag. Blind bag series 4, I think. So I didn't need to open up one of the packages to get it. Another Resistance transporter. First Order transporter. I like those engines in the back. That looks really good. A lot of molded detail. We got the Force Awakens Millennium Falcon. Another Kylo Ren command shuttle. This big guy sitting on his chair. That's from a blind bag. He was cool. It's even got detail on the back of the chair there. First Order snow speeder, which didn't show up. I think it shows up in the background in one scene. but we didn't get to see it used with them shooting at people or anything. So I consider that not even showing up in the movie. Quad jumper. Another quad jumper. Got some. So you got an X-wing with its wings all messed up from the way it was packaged. I was trying to train these. See, I put my finger in there, like I did before. But you really got to work it. As you can see, my efforts haven't had much result. Got the resistance speeder. It's got some cool detail in it. Not much on the bottom though. Got another one. We got Ray's speeder. And TIE fighters. Oh. Let's see, is that the top? Yeah. So we got the Special Forces TIE fighter with the red on the side there. And the regular TIE fighter. And a lot of these came from blind bags. So that is my Force Awakens collection. I didn't have to open some of the packages because I got some of this stuff, like these, from blind bags. I think there was a package that comes with this and this. So I didn't have to open that because I got them from the blind bags. And in a moment, I'll show you some more Star Wars Micro Machines. I was putting all these back in the tin, and I realized I didn't show the First Order Star Destroyer. So there it is. Here's another collection. We got the Rebels, Star Wars Rebels ones. We got the Ghost. And this nice walker that I like. Does that move? Yeah. Some other Rebel stuff. I like this one. It's troop transport. And some that I don't like all that much. So, and a bunch of little figures. And a bunch of little figures that came with some of the sets. So, I'll have a close-up look at these. Here's the Ghost. I don't watch Star Wars Rebels, so I don't know what that's about. I guess it's supposed to bridge the gap between Episode 3 and Episode 4, as far as I understand it. That nice walker. I got two of those. Must have gotten one from a blind bag. What's this? The Phantom? Goes along with the Ghost. The Wookiee Gunship. Looks a lot like the Republic Gunship, except the wings sprout up and out instead of going straight down. And another one of these. Must have been from a blind bag. We got speeder bikes. And a speeder bike with a biker scout on it. A gold gunship. I don't really have a use for gold. I would have to paint it to look like the real thing. I don't understand why you would want to have a gold one. So it's something, I just don't get it. The snow speeder. I'm not a big fan of the snow speeder. It's alright. It's probably gonna make some enemies here and piss off all the people that like The Empire Strikes Back, but I'm just not much of a fan of the snow speeder, Rebel snow speeder. So it's just my personal preference. We got that nice troop transporter from Rebels. It's hollow on the inside. It's got detail on the inside. That is wild. You see that detail on the inside there? That's wild. And we got the AT-AT, and the package it came in was the AT-AT and the snow speeder, and I believe this probe droid. Battle of Hoth. And its legs are badly bent from the packaging it was in. These are very flexible. You can bend that outward. Wasn't all that impressed with this, but the head can move, I guess. Again, just my personal preference. The probe droid. This one's pretty good, but you need a stand to put it on. There's no hole to put it on the stand. You just have to set it. It will stand. We got the AT-ST. This is probably the same one we saw in my videos about Rogue One Micro Machines. Oh, and I'm not going to show the Rogue One Micro Machines. I keep them in a separate tin. I already showed those in those videos. I'll put a link in the description to all of my Star Wars toy videos. I got a playlist, so you can find those and watch them if you haven't seen them already. The Rogue One Micro Machines, they were really nice. There's the AT-ST. It's you have to train its legs. They're kind of bent in. It's just the way that they were packaged. And this gunship, and the way it was packaged messed up this wing here and pushed it up like that. Look at that. Not all of the Micro Machines are great. Other than that, it is really nice. But I have tried to retrain this, but it's just too stiff. Sorry about that. And the way that these were, the way it sat in the packaging and the plastic that it sits on, pushed this up. I was very disappointed with this. Would have been nice to have an army of gunships, but after what I saw from one pack, I didn't want to open up the other packs. It'll probably be the same problem. So it's messed up. And that's my collection of Rebels and stuff that I'm not that fond of. In addition, I got this case. This is the blind bags. This is, which one is this? You get this little display. Some of them have come out when I opened. There's Jabba the Hutt. I'm not a fan of Jabba the Hutt. Where does he go? Well, whatever. Which one is this? Is this Series 4? Let's see. Yeah. This is Series 4. It's got that guy from it's got that guy from Force Awakens sitting in his chair. Y-wing, quad jumper, the Resistance speeder, Jabba sandcrawler, TIE fighter, Jabba the Hutt, Resistance, transport, Kylo Ren's command shuttle, that walker from Rebels, and a gold Slave One, whatever, Jango Fett or Boba Fett, and a gold Ray speeder. This is what they were. This feels like a TIE fighter. It's encased in plastic in there, so after you open it up, you have to. So that's where I got some of the ones that we've seen. That's Blind Bag Series 4. And we got Blind Bag Series 2. I haven't opened any of these up. This is probably, I think I've seen these in dollar stores. This display, they just open it up and you're good to go. Then the person can pick out which ones they want. That TIE fighter, that's from Rebels. We got the snow speeder. We got an X-wing with its wings closed. Looks like is that a classic X-wing? Snow speeder, ATST, First Order something TIE fighter. It looks like the Special Forces. You see some red there. The gunship. I have to see how that's packaged. If it's packaged any better than the one that I already showed. Poe's X-wing, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Jedi Starfighter, Jango Fett, and the Wampa monster. So maybe sometime I'll show these. Have to see if that gunship, this doesn't feel heavy enough to be a gunship. What's this? Some tape. Feels like one of the flat ones. Well, anyway, you can kind of tell what it's going to be by, let's see. Here's one that got more bulk to it. Feels like a TIE fighter. Is there a TIE fighter in this group? Yeah. So I haven't opened those yet. Oh, I'm sorry about all the coughing. I have a problem with my throat. So I got those. Opened some of these from Series 4, and this is Series 2. And I already got the ones that I wanted from Series 1. Blind bags. As for Series 3 and Series 5, I don't know which ones are in those, but I pretty much got the ones that I wanted to get. And that is my collection of Star Wars Micro Machines by Hasbro. I wish they would bring them back for, I wish they would do Episode 8 Micro Machines. That would be great. And we've already seen the Rogue One Micro Machines in separate videos here at the Zix TV. So that's a look at Star Wars Micro Machines, and they're great. I love them. Thank you for watching.